back out in the garage. We just edged our driveway, and the edger's just not getting the job done. So we looked at the edger and we said, hey, we've had this. This is the Black+Decker corded. It's the EL750. Great little edger. I've had it over 10 years. My driveway, when I etch, it's probably 200 feet up and back on both sides and the sidewalk. I don't usually do the curb. Maybe I've done it once or twice. That's another couple hundred feet. But hey, the thing is, the blades wear out, all right? And you can see here what the blade looks like. The blade is very small. Went to Home Depot, bought a new blade. This blade is the EB007, so James Bond can do this job. You can see how that goes on there. You can see the way the points are, so you know which way to put it on. You know that it's got to be on this way. So key is when you go to take this off, one, make sure you know where the point is. So you put it back on the same way. You can see where the point is. Now, the other thing is, it's a 14 millimeter wrench, but this is a little beat up, so it doesn't want to go on real easy. All right. Must have got beat up, rub it on the sidewalk or something. But how do you hold this? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my wrench that's got 2 pins on it from my electric grinder. So I'm going to put this down here so it's flat, and we're going to go in and we're going to try to get this loose by putting this wrench on the nut and putting this wrench on here. Just kind of doing this, and it looks like that came really easy. All right, so we'll tip this up where you can see it. So this came loose really easy. All right, so take this off. Now there's a special nut with a flange with a spring in it, and then you've got 2 of these washers. Now when you buy the new blade, they're going to give you the washers. All right, now keep in mind this came off this way, so just lay it down with the side that was up towards you so you don't mess this up. Oh, look at that. It even tells you this side out, so you know what side goes out. My old blade, I guess, said that too, but it's so dirty I can't see it. But look at this. Look at how much of that blade is gone. And I wonder why this edger don't work well now. This is why. But keep in mind, 10 years. 10 years, 10 bucks, so $1 a year. All right, so they gave you new washers, these ones, so you can take these off if they're beat up. And I'm going to. Looks like I got some grass caught in the bearing bushing here. Take that off there. Looks like I put that on there. The blade says this side out, so we're going to put that on there. And look, see, we've got to get all this dirt out of here because the blade won't go around now that it's bigger. Looks like it will go around now. Looks like we got to get this dirt off of here. Then you got another washer you can put on. And like I said, I'll probably save the old parts because I like welding stuff, but I'm going to put these on, the new ones. You put your bolt on here. Nut. Tighten this up. I'm going to lay this down so I can get my wrench back on there. Get rid of that. You can see I can tighten this up. Not sure I could. It looks like I could tighten it pretty good without holding the blade with that. I can hold the blade with just my hand. Make sure you don't slip. These will lay you open. There we go. This just needs to be good and tight. You don't need to pull on it. Just good and tight. There you go. Blade's back on. Now the other thing we changed is we changed the depth of the cut when we were having the blade so worn. To change your depth of cut on one of these, it's this lever here. And you loosen this nut, and this becomes floppy. And you can see here you've got marks, 1.5 inches, 1.25 inches, 1 inch. So now that we've got a new blade, we're going to go all the way back, I think, to the, we'll go to the 1 inch setting, because I think that's where we started out when we had it brand new. Tighten that up. You can see that this blade's going to go in the ground, and this is going to come right next to it. So this goes along. This blade behind here goes against the sidewalk, and this cuts the Cuts it. You don't want to run it with this against the sidewalk because then it beats the blade like crazy. Once in a while, you might have to do that if you got something stubborn. But that's the way I do it. So there you go. From my two good hands, easy tip. You might need something like this. You might not. You probably grab it with pliers. It was actually pretty easy. Gonna need a 14mm wrench or an adjustable. Probably gonna do you just fine because you're not gonna change this often, so you're not gonna wreck that nut too bad. You end up with 2 extra spacer washers. I got the old blade, don't know what to do with that. But it's amazing that we wore off a 1/2 inch of steel on this, or 1 inch on diameter, over a 10-year period. So don't forget to like and subscribe, post notifications on. See you next videos!